Yet again, a different way to look at things and to take information into consideration. And as always, I'm giving you kind of chunks of information, allowing you to explore them, think about them, talk about the information with other people so that you can really get a personal understanding of the information and utilize it in a way that it's helpful and positive. And it's not just me talking to you, but it's you doing something about the information you've gained. And if you need assistance with this, always email in designfitness.ca. I'd be happy to help you with these challenges. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about emotion, movement, and personality. What do they say about you? So, a lot of times we hear that, like, if you're more of a sad person, the shoulders kind of come in, your head goes down, and this kind of gives you the body position of somebody who is trying to limit the hardships of life, for a more concise way to say it. But just as that body position tells a little bit about your personality shows your posture, your movement. Also, it's important to know that these things are very tied to emotions. So all three kind of tell a visual story of how you interact with life and how you move through life, essentially. If the body's always moving through life and the emotions are always kind of looking to express themselves through life, and your personality is your greatest expression, you can see how a lot of these things come together. And what people, I guess, don't know really is that there can always be a disconnection between any one of these three. If your posture is different than your personality, this to me would signify that there's something that is not fully connected. We need to restore something so you could be more yourself and therefore more healthy and therefore interact with life a lot more positively. Um, Same can be said with your posture. If your posture is one way, but you're actually the opposite in personality, it tells me to look a little bit deeper than just the physical movement of things. If after, let's say, I tell a great joke, your posture changed and you start walking completely different outside the gym, and we haven't particularly did anything postural related, this tells me a little bit about the circumstances that brought about that posture. This is very important to know because the body is taking in information this way, and when we can see these little pieces, we can tell what best um, therapy or action is going to be best to restore the physical posture of the individual. Lots of times we think of things very logically in a way of um, this must mean this, so therefore that. And this is generally how we view it. The body views information completely different. Emotions view expression completely different. Uh, and therefore we can't just take it at logic and conclusion. And that is not particularly our job, although we understand that on the other side of fitness. Our job is to the other stuff because everybody else is busy doing the stuff that they're doing. So we are trying to strongly advocate and fill the gap that's left by that, and therefore kind of helping complete the other side of things. So we're more about the life journey than today's workout. In fact, if we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a motto for how we look at exercise, it's that today's exercise is for tomorrow, and therefore we continually build on it. The idea is that there are many different limitations to somebody deciding to do an action. It can be that the action or exercise is too intense, therefore it's not going to create a positive kind of vibe in the body, and therefore the person won't do it. Uh, and therefore there's no point in telling them to do it in the first place. We can say that that option is not going to work. We might make the intensity less, so it's less of a challenge to do. They might do it quickly, and therefore we know we're on the right track, or they might do it off and on, which tells us that we're not quite there. There's something else stopping this action from happening. So instead of just saying, well, we're going to push through it anyway, we try to see what is stopping it from happening. In this way, we utilize our efforts a lot more effectively. So we're not just forcing something to happen, we're actually listening to the body's communication of what it would like to have done. And this is why it's really good and really important for us to network with a lot of different professionals so that we have the insight, we can get the second opinion, and we can help guide our clients more effectively towards their end goal. And the body is, as I always say, just this complex, and we need to respect the complexity. And this is generally why people get frustrated. They think that they should be able to do it, and they can do it, and physically they're capable of it, but there's something else in the background holding them back from achieving this thing. And this is why our model is more restoration than it is performance. In this way, we can say the person will always be healthy if they kind of create an environment that supports themselves, supports their challenges, and in this way, becoming stronger to take on greater challenges.